Today I'm going to walk you through setting up your chatbot in less than 10 minutes. By the way, if you like videos on how to grow your customer list and build a real brand, then subscribe to my channel as I have new videos each week.
It's the Morning Marketing Machine, here to grow your e-commerce business with proven marketing strategies and tactics, so you can run your business with machine-like precision. My name is Douglas Levin. Let's dive in.
Hi, my name is Douglas Levin, and I built a 20,000 person messenger list ahead of the launch of our first product, which led to 20,000 in monthly sales within our first 3 months of launch. I also have a link to a free cheat sheet below with tips on how to take control over your e-commerce income. Have you heard about chatbots? Hear all these great things about them, like, hey, I'm getting 80% open rates, 90% open rates, and that compares to like 20% for email, right? But you may be thinking you need some kind of coder, or it's crazy complicated, or I just don't get how it's going to work, right? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you that it's really pretty simple to set up, and it should only take you like less than 10 minutes. And I'm even going to help you set it up so it works on your Shopify store. So we're going to hop in to my dashboard, and I'll walk you through it. All right, so I'm in my business manager account for Facebook. And it's free. It's business.facebook.com. If you don't have it, then it's really easy. Like I said, it's free, so sign up. And you're going to go in there, and you're going to go to business settings. So you click on here, and then you're going to go to business settings right there. The layout may look different. They change it sometimes, but it's still the same thing. From there, you're going to go to pages right here. And from there, you're going to hit add. You'll see something that lets you add. If you don't have one, if you don't have a page for your brand, then you're going to create a new page right here. If you do have one, then you're going to add it or request access, right? So one of these three options right here, and then just follow the prompts. Super, super easy. So after you're done with this, you're going to go into your brand's Facebook page, and we're going to show you that here in a second. All right, so I'm here now in my dummy account for Douglas Levin, right? So from here, if I'm in the actual page, so I'm going to go to settings right here, click on that. And then from there, you're going to click on advanced messaging, which if I can find it right here. And you basically just want to give access to ManyChat. So here, you're going to add ManyChat if it's not there. Here you can kind of see, right, okay, I've got ManyChat.com as a whitelisted domain. And then for future use, you'll want to make sure that you click on one-time notification so you get access to that as well. That's not something we'll talk about in this video, but you're going to want it, and it's free, so just get it done. So that's it here, and then from there, we're going to go into ManyChat. So I'll walk you through that. All right, so I'm in a dummy account for ManyChat. One thing I will tell you is there is a monthly pricing. So I think it starts off, it's tiered, and I think it's up to the first 500 subscribers. They can always change it, but as of the time right now, it's like $10 a month. And then it goes up from there, obviously. So the more subscribers you get, the more money you have to get. But so from there, you're going to obviously open this account and get it set up. You're going to want to make sure it's a pro account, because this right here, this example I'm giving you is a free account. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do. So you're going to want to make sure you spend that $10 a month, and then obviously a little bit more as you progress. But you're going to want to upgrade to Pro. So just follow the prompts, super easy. After you're done with that, you're going to want to connect your ManyChat account to your Facebook page, the one that we just set up before. So you're going to click right here. You're in the dashboard, and you're going to click here, and then just follow the prompts, and you'll find that page, right? They're going to give you everything that shows up under your account. But you're going to obviously search for the right one and then just connect it. Super, super simple at that point to set up. So now you've got ManyChat connected, right? You now have your business page up. And from there, you're going to actually create your welcome message. So we're going to do that next. And what we're going to do from there is we're going to go to, you kind of see flows shows up and automation shows up, right? So if you go to automation, you're going to click on there, and you'll see welcome message show up, right? So right here, you kind of see it says there's nothing here. There may be something there. There may not be something there. but you can set up a new flow. You can kind of see it says set another flow, or it might say replace your flow. Depending on what you're doing, it's going to show you different ones, but it's the same basic idea. So you want to change or set up a new flow for your welcome message. So the welcome message is going to be the first time that somebody clicks on your brand Facebook page or your Shopify store, that some kind of message will show up, right? So this is your welcome message. So we're going to show it, we're going to make the flow here. So we went to flows, right? And then I've already got something set up from before. So waiting for it. So just going to walk you through exactly what I did. So it's got a starting step here. You don't have to worry about that. And then this part here, you can kind of see, I already set it up, but this blue right here, these brackets right here, if you were to click on them, then what it does is it will auto-populate whatever your lead is for whatever this thing is. So you kind of see right here, it says first name. So there's different options, right? First name, last name, the page name, right? So if it was Douglas Levin, it would auto-populate to Douglas Levin. And you've got all these different options, right? So I'm going to say in this one, hi, first name. So if I'm talking to Bill, then it's hi, Bill. Or if it's Gene, then it's hi, Gene, right? It's going to just do that automatically. That's what this is for right here. There's also like emojis if you want to add those in. Those are great in terms of like drawing the attention of the eyeballs to a specific part. Like it's basically a way to bold, right? In terms of, so your customer takes a look at this part first, right? So here I've got basic message to say, thank you for checking out whatever the name of the brand is. We really appreciate it. Have a look around, ask any questions, right? The purpose of this is more on the customer service part. If they have questions, they can contact you, and now you can get that conversation started, because it comes back to the idea that customer service is the easiest thing, and it's so powerful that you can do for your brand to have a leg up on everybody else. I mean, it's the reason why Amazon has gotten to the level they have. They focus on the customer first, customer second, customer third, everybody else last, right? So if you can do that and you can focus on your customer as much as possible in giving them great customer service, then you're going to have a leg up. It costs you nothing, right? So you may not have millions of dollars in advertising budgets, but you can give great customer service from day one. And that's a part of what I always do with any brand I'm working with is I'm going to do everything I possibly can to outwork you on the customer service side. It costs nothing, right? But your customer will remember that. And that's when it starts to get into that idea of a raving fan. Like, right? So this is a simple way to do that. Have them be able to contact you through Messenger whenever there's any type of question that they have, and you get back to them immediately, right? So that's what this is right here. So if you have any questions, look around and then contact us, right? So this is a button right here. So they're going to click on this button, and then from there it's going to have another message, right? So from here, this one I set up as a user. You can kind of scroll down, like here's the next message, right? And I usually just select other for this type of thing. There's a whole bunch of different options you can kind of see here. But for this purpose, it's going to just be other, because we don't have them that they made a purchase, and we're not doing a post-purchase. And there's other options, but they don't really mean anything, so we're just going to put other. And see here, it's got, what I've got here is if you scroll down, you'll see there's different options. So if you wanted to do another text like this one was, then you would say text right here, right? If you want to add an image, you would add an image. There's all these different options, right? I talked about in here, right? We were talking about the one-time notifications, right? Right here. So that's when you connect it, that will show up right here as a one-time notification, right? Now, because I haven't done it, in this one it's grayed out. But when I do and I connect it, this would be an option to do as well. And you're going to want that for future stuff. So you see all the different options here. In this example, I used user input. So you kind of see that right here. And it's a pro feature, right? So I can't really do anything because I'm a free account, but I'm kind of still walking you through it. So user input, right? And when you do user input, what's great here is you can see, like, I got a question like, hi, whatever your first name is. What can we help you with, right? And then you're basically like letting them tell you what their question is or the problem is, right? And then I've just got my name at whatever the brand is. So at that point, it's not going to do anything. It's going to wait for them to type in whatever their question is. And you can kind of see, like, if I wanted to save it somewhere, I can save it there. If you wanted to say save other stuff, you can set it as different options. For this one, it's just going to be text. And I'm not going to bother with that because it's just a contact us. If I wanted to, I could have like a frequently asked questions or contact us on like all the different things that they've asked, and then save that to somewhere in the future. But for this example, I'm not. And once they do that, like you kind of see it says waiting for a reply, right? So once they reply, at that point, it's going to go to the next message. So from there, I'm going to go to the next one, and it's also going to tag them. So that's where I've got right here. You kind of see like action on their reply, right? So if you click on right here, you can see all the different options, and one of them is action, right? So if you want to send another message, you could do that. There's all of these other things here. We're not going to go into that right now, but if you wanted to do actions, then you can add different actions. And here I've got like a tag and saying that they asked a question, right? You can have the tag be whatever you want. And at that point, I'm also doing something, another option, and you can see actions, and there's all these different options. And you can see notify admin is an option, right? So when I click on here, you can, at that point, who do I want to notify? So if you're not the person that's handling customer service, then you can have somebody else on your team, right? That gets notified. Here is just me in this template. So I'm just saying it's going to contact me by messenger or by email, right? And I can have it say whatever I want. So if here I've got it saying ask a question, but I can have it be anything I want. So it just notifies you or whoever's on your team saying whatever it is, right? So really, really easy. And then from there, it's just going to go to the next step, right? So like here, you kind of see like I would want to say it continues to another step. That's what it is right here. I click on that. And then I would drag this. I click right here for next step, drag that over to my new message, which is right here. And it's just a confirmation message saying, thank you so much for your question. We'll get back to you, right? That's all it is, right? And now, just by doing this, you are going to get notified, or somebody on your team, as soon as somebody has a question, one of your potential customers or customers, right? They're going to reach out to you, and you're going to get a notification immediately, and you're going to be able to respond to them and talk to them in real time. I mean, right, like now it's not like it was 20 or 30 years ago. Everyone is expecting a response really quickly. Like, what is it? I've heard like the average attention span is like, what, 7 seconds or something? So at this point, they want immediate gratification. And if you can do that as a brand and get back to them and help them with any potential issues they've got or help answer their questions, they're going to love you, right? And this is going to be something that you guys are doing that nobody else is doing, right? I mean, if you look at those brands that are really doing amazing things, they've got great customer service, and this is a pretty easy way to do it. I mean, if somebody, like, think about it from the customer's perspective. If I'm pissed about an issue, right? Like something came back to me wrong. I ordered something and I got the wrong version of it. And I say, hey, you sent me this wrong thing. And I get back to you within like 5 minutes or something. Then, and I'm doing everything I can to make this right. They're gonna, oh, well, thank you so much. This is awesome. You guys got back to me so quickly. This is great, right? Or if they have a question and they're not quite sure, they're on the fence of buying, but then you get back to them and you kind of help them out with all of their potential objections to purchase. They're like, oh, wow, they helped me out so quickly. Their customer service is great, right? And then from that point on, they're just like, oh, wow, I want to buy this thing, right? And if you like any of this stuff, make sure to leave a like below as well. So it's going to help you in everything you do in terms of the customer service side, and it takes like 5 minutes to set up, right? So now ManyChat's done, right? This part's done. So one other thing we're going to do is we're going to go on to the Shopify side. So I'm going to kind of, before we do that, so if you were wanting to, like if you wanted this to just be the welcome message for, like, say, anyone that goes on your Facebook page, but you wanted, say, a different one for your Shopify store, then, and say you wanted to keep the same one, then here you would just click on, and we're in flows, right? And you would do like duplicate. So you would click on those 3 arrows and then just hit duplicate. And then you obviously would just rename it, like, say, Shopify or something. Whatever it was that you wanted to do so you could understand what it was. and that's it for here. And so after this is done, you're going to go, in terms of the setup, to get it set up to Shopify, which is the last step. I'm going to walk you through here just in a second. All right, so there's two parts that you want to do for the Shopify side of it. So first thing you're going to want to do is, all right, if you have already got your message right as a flow, right? Let's say an example is this one, right? Or you duplicated it like we just talked about. Then you're going to want to create what's called a growth tool. And that's going to be in ManyChat. And then the second part will be in Shopify. So you're going to go to growth tool, which is right here. And then you're going to do new growth tool right here. And then if you scroll down, you'll see customer chat shows up, right? So let's say I was to label this Shopify, right? Just for this example. And then I click on customer chat, right? From there, you'll see a few options. So if I wanted to make that flow that I just created, the welcome message, then I would hit replace right there, right? And then I would just find that flow, click on it, and it would just say, do you want to add this? And you will. Obviously, it's a test account, so I'm not going to do that. But that's the first part. So you just make sure that it's going to start the right flow, right? The right flow right there. And after that's done, you're going to go to the next step. You can either do next or you can do setup. And this is going to be like, do you want it only on certain pages of your website? Or like you kind of see here, like, do you want it to hide on these pages and then you just put the link? Or do you only want it to show on specific pages, right? That's right there. And then you kind of see if you want it to be on both mobile, just desktop, all those kinds of things, right? You kind of see the different options that ManyChat gives you. And what you're going to want is the code. So I'm not a coder. It's not complicated. So you're going to click on install JavaScript, right? And from there, you're going to click on right here. And you see copy, it says copy code to clipboard. You're going to copy that, right? And you kind of see it says ManyChat right there. So that's all you got to do here. Like literally, that's it here. So you're going to take this code, and now you're going to go into your Shopify store, right? So I'm going to do that and finish this up here just in a second. All right, so now I'm in my Shopify store, and you're going to click on online settings. So I'm in the actual back end of my Shopify store. I'm going to click on online store, and waiting for it to load. And I'm going to click on here under the theme. You can see actions, and I'm going to click on there and hit edit code, right? And wait for this again. And you're going to go to theme.liquid. Right here. You can always type it in. It already shows up for me. But here it's theme.liquid, right? And you want to place it below the header. So you can kind of see you're already here. Here's the head, right? And you can see I've already done it. So it's got ManyChat right there, right? And you just want to hit enter or return and then paste it in. And that's it. And then at that point, you will just hit save, right? I've already done it, so I'm not going to. And that's it. Like literally, that is it. So now you've got it set up in Shopify. You've got it set up on your Facebook page. And now whenever a customer will reach out to you with a question, you'll get notified. You can talk to them, and you can turn them into happy customers, right? So this is awesome. So hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're looking for more tips on how to take control over your e-commerce income, click the link below in the description for a free cheat sheet. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips on how to grow your list and build your real brand. So I'll talk to you guys next time. All right, bye.